A grocery bagger notices an elderly lady struggling with her heavy shopping bags. At first, people walk past without a second glance. Then one impatient customer mutters, "Why don't they hire someone stronger to help her?" The old lady wobbles on her cane, nearly dropping her groceries. The crowd barely reacts, but what no one knew was that a simple act of kindness would change everything. His name was Alex, a young man working as a bagger, often overlooked, sometimes mocked. He carried groceries all day, smiled through exhaustion, and rarely expected recognition. On the other side, the elderly lady, Ms. Whitmore, appeared fragile, delicate. Her hands shook as she clutched a shopping cart. The other shoppers saw only frailty, but there was more to her than anyone could see. Office workers with designer handbags whispered as Alex helped lift a heavy bag into her cart. "Look at him, trying so hard," one said with a smirk. Another laughed. "It's just groceries, not a medal." Alex didn't flinch. He smiled. "Here, ma'am, let me help you with that." The old lady hesitated. "Oh, that's very kind of you, young man," she said softly. "But you don't have to." "I insist," Alex replied. "It's no trouble at all." The crowd's whispers continued. A mother with 2 children rolled her eyes. Why do these young people always have to be so dramatic? But Alex ignored them. He focused on her safety, on her dignity, on doing what was right without expectation. As Alex carefully lifted the bags and placed them in the cart, one of the bags teetered dangerously. He caught it just in time. The crowd gasped. Some scoffed. Others shrugged. No one moved to help. The test of his character was clear. Would he get angry? Would he give up? Or would he stay kind despite the indifference? Alex's hands were steady, his smile unwavering. "All set, ma'am. Are you okay?" She nodded, grateful. I think so. Thank you." Little did Alex know, this simple act was being quietly observed. From a corner of the store, Ms. Whitmore's gaze lingered. Not the distracted glance of a customer, but the careful, evaluating look of someone who understood both the value of kindness and the rarity of true generosity. She saw patience. She saw humility. She saw a young man who helped without looking for reward. Suddenly, the twist revealed itself. "Alex," Ms. Whitmore said, voice calm but firm. "I need you to follow me to the office." Alex blinked, confused, unsure if he had done something wrong. He followed hesitantly. Once inside the office, she removed her glasses and sat behind a large, polished desk. "Alex, do you know who I am?" He shook his head. "No, ma'am, I just helped you with your bags." A small smile appeared on her face. "I am the owner of this store." Alex froze. The words didn't sink in at first. Owner? This delicate woman who seemed so fragile? She had been testing him all along, observing whether he would be kind even when no one else cared. "I see a lot of young people," Ms. Whitmore continued. "Some are impatient. Some are rude. Some only care about themselves. But you helped me because it was right. Not because you wanted a tip. Not because you wanted praise. That is rare, Alex," he stammered. I just wanted to help." She leaned back, eyes twinkling. "And that is exactly why I want to give you an opportunity." The next few moments were heavy with emotion. Alex felt disbelief, pride, and nervousness. He had never imagined that a simple act could carry this much weight, could open doors he had only dreamed about. Ms. Whitmore shared her story, how she started the store from nothing, how every employee mattered, how she always looked for integrity and kindness above all else. "You could work anywhere, earn anywhere, but you chose to act with compassion when no one else cared," she said. "That speaks more about your character than anything else on a resume." Alex listened, humbled. He thought of his own struggles, his parents' hard work, the nights he had sweated to put food on the table, the times he had felt invisible. And here, in front of him, was someone recognizing his heart. "Alex," she said, "I want to offer you a full-time position. Not just as a bagger, but in training for management. I want you to grow, to lead, to be seen for more than what you appear to be." Tears pricked his eyes. I don't know what to say. "Thank you." "No," she replied gently. "Thank you for reminding me why kindness matters, for proving that true character is priceless." Word spread quickly through the store. Coworkers whispered in awe. Customers noticed the sudden attention. Alex felt something he hadn't in years: recognition, respect, belonging. Over the next months, Alex thrived. He learned new skills, took on responsibility, helped transform the store into an even warmer, more welcoming place. And through it all, he never forgot that one moment, one simple act of kindness that had changed his life. And Ms. Whitmore? She often watched him quietly, smiling. She knew she had made the right choice. Not because he was talented or smart, he was both, but because he had a heart that could lift others up, even when no one noticed. Finally, one evening, after a long day, Alex looked around the store. Every aisle gleamed, every customer smiled. He realized that what mattered most wasn't the work itself. It was how he treated people along the way. That simple truth, that little choice, had led him to a life he never imagined. From a grocery bagger helping an elderly lady, to a rising star in the very store she built. From quiet, unnoticed service, to respect, recognition, and opportunity. It wasn't the uniform that defined him. It wasn't the paycheck. It was courage. It was kindness. It was doing the right thing when no one was looking. And the moral of this story? Never underestimate the power of small acts of kindness, because sometimes the person you help is the one who can change your life forever.